Hi everyone. I'll be presenting our paper titled Visual Speech Enhancement Without a Real Visual Stream. What is speech enhancement and why do we need it? We all are constantly surrounded by noise that corrupts our speech. For example, imagine a situation where you're calling your friend from a crowded public bus and she's not able to hear anything because of the sound of the bus, the wind, the nearby moving vehicles, etc. Speech enhancement is thus a very essential task for effective communication, especially when several of our work-related meetings are happening from homes using voice or video calls. And thus, speech denoising is the focus of our work. Let us now understand the current works in this space. Speech denoising majorly has two branches. The first one is the audio-only denoising, where all the traditional methods used only the audio modality and they work well for synthetically added noises. However, they failed to perform well in natural and unconstrained settings. To mitigate these drawbacks, another branch was proposed, that is audio-visual denoising, where along with the noisy speech, the visual stream, that is the lip movements, are considered as an additional information. These methods perform amazingly well for real-world inputs. However, they have a major drawback. That is, they always require a frontal talking face video of the speaker to be present. They do not work if the lips are out of focus, if they are occluded, or if they are corrupted. By analyzing these limitations, we propose a novel approach that combines the best of both these branches. We want our method to exploit the robustness and the accuracy boost that we can get from real visual stream models, but it should also be able to perform without the presence of the real visual stream. To do so, we synthetically generate the lip movements using a lip sync network. The lip movements generated reflect only the clean speech component and thus act as a visual noise filter. As we can see in the figure, our method uses the generated lip movements along with the noisy speech and then enhances and generates the clean speech output. Let us now look into the details of our model. To generate the pseudo-visual stream, we use a novel student-teacher setup. We want only the lips of the talking face video to be moving, and thus we use a static identity image and consider only the lower half part as our input. We use wave-to-lip, a state-of-the-art lip synthesis model, as our teacher network, and then obtain our ground truth by feeding only the clean speech and a single identity image as input. We then train our student network, which learns a very strong correspondence between the speech and the lip motion without reflecting any noise in the generated lips. Moving on, this is the architecture of our speech enhancement model. As shown in the figure, our enhancement network has a speech encoder, a lip sync network, a visual encoder, and a speech decoder, which generates the mask, which is then added to the input speech to generate the clean speech. More details can be found in our paper. Coming to the results, as we can see from the table, our model outperforms the other methods by a significant margin in all speech enhancement metrics. We perform several ablation studies as well, which can be seen in paper. To evaluate the effectiveness of our model in real-world settings, we perform human evaluations. And as we can see, our network produces highly intelligible speech and a much higher quality of speech compared to the other methods. Let us now check out some results from our model.
We quickly link up with the other fighter jets, providing what's called armed overwatch to 600 French ground troops patrolling below. We quickly link up with the other fighter jets, providing what's called armed overwatch to 600 French ground troops patrolling below.
All right, Chris, I feel like I'm feeling the backwash of a jet engine. It just stings. All right, Chris, I feel like I'm feeling the backwash of a jet engine. It just stings.
Sir! Cop paper says they're making 17 knots. Full steam for them, sir. Sir! Cop paper says they're making 17 knots. Full steam for them, sir.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted. So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream